The Astral Detector, everyone. An ancient lunar device first introduced in the Forgotten Knowledge update and meant for the next endgame of Don't Starve Together. That said, it is and can be oh so much more, folks. From locating lunar lands to an infinite light source, let us revisit this craft and discover just how bloody good it actually is. But to do so, we are going to have to work for it. For one thing, we need to find one of Don't Starve Together's newest biomes, the Ancient Archive. And to do that, we need to find and venture through yet another new biome, the Lunar Grotto. And to even have a chance to do that, we must first locate our blue mush tree forest biomes, as the grotto, and thus the Ancient Archive, will now always be connected to them. That is, in new worlds, mind you. Older worlds that came out before Forgotten Knowledge will have a new wormhole be the thing that brings folk to the grotto. But were it so easy, everyone? As that's just step one. Once within the archives, one must activate them via the archive switch, and to do so, they will need a third and final iridescent gem obtained via deconstructing a Starcaller staff that is turned into a Mooncaller staff following a completed Moonstone event. Yup, it's a whole thing. So you're gonna have to learn about it yourself elsewhere. But things are also just getting started. With the archives active, so now are the fountains of knowledge found somewhere within them, everyone. And there are 3 in total, all with different looks and watercolor, which is important, as the one we are looking for is the blue fountain. So find it, activate it, and then a distilled knowledge will be yours. Good stuff. But now comes the fun part. A puzzle, folks. Within the Ancient Archives lies the Ancient Orchestrina, and the Ancient Orchestrina is what turns those distilled knowledges into actual knowledge for us. So drop a distilled knowledge at the center of the Orchestrina and simply solve the memory puzzle by stepping on the correct sequence of tiles around it. It's really not that hard. You'll get it fast. Good luck. Then, once completed, the Orchestrina will fully activate, and our distilled knowledge will float into the air, explode in spectacular fashion, grant us a blueprint of specific nature, depending of course on which fountain of knowledge it came from, and then we can be off to the races with the Astral Detector, everyone. A structure craft that only cost 1 moon rock and 1 thulsite, and that's going to be important too. But now, the main purpose of the Astral Detector is to help us locate Don't Starve Together's newest celestial pieces that make up the third and likely final celestial altar, the Celestial Sanctum. And it does so on the surface, mind you, by literally pointing us in the proper direction of a piece until we zero in on it and drill the piece out of the ground, as you can see here. And there are 2 pieces to find, so you best do so. Why, you ask? Well, for many reasons. However, once the Celestial Sanctum pieces have been found, the Celestial Detector will actually continue to point us in some direction. And one of those directions could very well be that of the Lunar Island, folks. The Lunar Mines, to be exact. But why the mines? Well, due to changes to the Astral Detector following Forgotten Knowledge's release, it will now locate every piece of every celestial altar in the game instead of just the 2 sanctum pieces. Very nice. So if you have yet to find the Lunar Islands by the time you have a detector, which that's always up in the air, here's your ticket to them, I guess, and to the inviting formations. But that's not all, folks, as once both the sanctum and celestial altar pieces have been found, the Astral Detector will also lead us to none other than the Crab King himself. Yes, indeed, folks. Although the Crab King technically doesn't actually drop the Celestial Tribute without having Pearl's pearl socketed within him, the detector will still automatically indicate its source nonetheless. Good stuff. So then, obtain Pearl's Pearl through her quest, vanquish the Crab King with a socketed pearl as you see fit, use a pinching winch to then retrieve the sunken celestial tribute, and boom. You've done it, everyone. You have found all pieces with the help of the Celestial Detector. So then, after all that, what now? Well, we aren't quite sure yet. For you see, getting all 3 celestial altars socketed in nearby celestial fissures on the lunar island leads to the mysterious energy. A floating ball of celestial light that still serves no purpose as of this moment, and likely won't until a couple months into 2021 even. That said, the Astral Detector itself still has a couple tricks up its sleeve, and that's what we're here for today. For you see, once all celestial pieces have been located, the Astral Detector no longer has anything to reveal to us, at least on the surface, mind you. Therefore, upon use, it will assemble itself, but simply then just float around forever. And what can we make of that? Well, for one thing, the Astral Detector throws off a very small, yet still very workable, infinite light source. So make of that as you please. Also note though, with nothing to find within the caves, the Astral Detectors you place down there will also automatically do this too. That could be huge for cave basing. But one last note, and it is honestly one of the most important ones too. Hammering an Astral Detector will return 100% of the resources needed to craft it, no matter how many uses it has left, everyone. Meaning that if you use 9 uses locating the celestial pieces, you can then hammer it at 1 use and immediately craft another with 10 full uses. Therefore, you can just use a single detector all day long. Just beautiful. And there you have it, everyone, at least for now. A seemingly random guide on the Astral Detector within Don't Starve Together. But don't worry, folks, with a mighty list of guides that I just created, it will all make sense and be very much connected soon. Plus, simply talking about the Astral Detector alone very likely shared some new information with many of you out there regardless, so that's a bonus. But thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all, get to detecting, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.